Welcome in, welcome in. You started at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome in. Phoenix Renewal Hour. Welcome, welcome. We had started around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome in. Let's all just say hi. Let's start liking the live, following, subscribing, all the things. Getting started here in just a moment. Welcome in. Hello, Tony. Welcome. We'll get started here in about 2-3 minutes. Come on in, get cozy, pull up a chair. It's the buck moon tonight. Woo! It is the most magical, divinely inspired, love this full moon tonight. Oh my gosh, so much to talk about. So get on in here, share this out, get people in the room. Tonight is magic, real magic tonight. So make sure you are liking and sharing out the live and getting people in the room. We will get started in just a couple of minutes. Come on in, welcome. Tonight is the buck full moon. We got a lot to do. Got to get started very, very soon. Come on in, the buck moon. We are talking about that and what kind of energy the buck moon comes in with. So let's get ready. Let's pump up. Tonight is magic. We are starting in just a couple of moments. Pull up a chair. We're going to talk about the buck moon and what that means and what we're going to do with it, right? So share out the live, like the live, make sure you're subscribing. I come live here every day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll get started very soon. We're a little bit early, just letting people gather in so that we can talk about the buck moon tonight. Oh, it's the most magical night of the year. Let's set our intentions. Let's get ready for this buck full moon. Make sure you're liking, tapping the screen, liking the live, share this out. This is a very important evening tonight. Let's bring in the energy, everybody. Let's go. Come on. We are getting started here in just a couple of moments. It's almost 5 o'clock. Woo! Let's get some music. I'm just a stranger. Yes. Twisted smile. Hi, welcome in. Heart is in danger. We're getting ourselves pumped up. We're so excited for the buck moon tonight. Yeah. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. It's not quite 5 o'clock yet, but let's get ready. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Biggest event of the year tonight. Bring in the energy. We are pumped. It is the buck full moon tonight. We have so much to talk about. Let's bring in that energy. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Get ready for the buck full moon tonight. We're going to talk about that and what it means for you in like 2 minutes. Let's fill this room. Make sure you are liking and sharing this out. Hi, Jeremy from Cali. Let's see some likes and shares. We're going to talk about this buck full moon and what this means in your life. Let's share this out. Let's get people in this room. Come on. Let's go. Like this live and share it out. We are going through a magical evening. Get ready. Woo! Make sure you are liking this live and sharing it out. We have a buck full moon tonight. This is going to be amazing. Lots of information. We're going to get started in just a couple of moments. So make sure you share this out. Let's get as many people in the room as possible so that we can talk about what this means for everybody. Not just you, not just me, but everybody, the collective. It is so magical. Oh, the buck moon. I know we're all excited. Fur, Beliza, hello, welcome in. Make sure you're liking the live, tap your screen, share that out. Let's get as many people in the room for this buck full moon and what that means for everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you are tapping and liking the screen so we can tell TikTok we got something important to say, right? We got something important to say. Tap this out. Let's go. Come on. Woo! Let's go. We've got some buck full moon energy. Let's go. I'm ready to let go. We are almost at the hour. Let's show up. Show up. Come on. Somewhere down over the palm. Let's go. Chrissy, welcome in. Let's go. Make sure you're liking and sharing this out. Let's fill up the room. We got a big event happening tonight. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. 5 o'clock. Here we are. It is 5 o'clock. You know what that means? Hi. I'm Jill, and I am coming to you live from Phoenix for your Phoenix Renewal Hour. And tonight is the most magical night of the year. I cannot wait to go over this with you. Oh, this is so exciting. So this is just not any ordinary night. This is not any ordinary full moon. I can't wait. So the sky gave us something that only comes around once in a generation in this form. We have this event tonight. If you just found this live, I need you to know you did not just stumble upon it by accident, not tonight. Oh my gosh, the claiming moon does not waste people. All right. So welcome in, welcome in. We got Indel, Sarah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. So before I tell you what the sky is doing, do this with me right now. Tap the like and share buttons on this live. Let's tap and let's share this out. Let's do it right now together. The person who needs to hear this is somewhere on TikTok right now. Make sure you are sending this to them. They need to hear this message. And welcome from YouTube. Hello. I am Darian. You are Athenian. Hello. Welcome. Nice to see you. I am talking about our buck full moon tonight, everybody. So make sure you are definitely sharing this out. I know a lot of people are interested in hearing what this means. So make sure you are liking and sharing this out and subscribe, hit the bell. I'm live every day at 5 p.m. with your daily astrology and Buddhism mixed in so that we can make it practical in our lives. If this is your first time in this community, make sure you are following and liking, all right? You belong here. This is the right place. We do a renewal every day. We go through a little practice so that we can refresh ourselves and have some direction. Right? Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Keep liking the live. Let's share this out. So, we are building community, and I want you to show up for it because I show up for you every single day. So, let's keep going. Tonight is what many astrologers are calling the most powerful lunation of 2026. And I do not say this lightly. All right. I want to tell you exactly what is happening in the sky tonight, right now, and why you can feel it even if you cannot name it. All right. So Jupiter only reaches Cazimi, the heart of the sun, once a year. Okay. And this year it happened in Leo, the sign of bold creative expression. Okay. At the same moment of the full moon in Aquarius. This is not a coincidence. This is the sky orchestrating something. Okay. Jupiter at Cazimi is the universe turning the volume all the way up on the thing we all ask for when we're trying to manifest is abundance. The volume is being turned up on abundance this day, on expansion, right? On expansion, on the belief that what you are building is not only possible, but is supported by the largest planet in our sky. The solar system has Jupiter burning at its brightest level with the sun and Jupiter, like that, right? Yeah. So Jupiter is its brightest, most expansive, abundant energy right now, okay? So there's something very, very beautiful and strange about Cazimi. When Jupiter is in the heart of the sun, it becomes completely invisible to the earth. We can't see it, right? It's hidden within the solar light. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? So, total glory and total blindness arriving together at the same time. Welcome, welcome in, welcome in. Hello. So, let's see. The most powerful moment is also the one where the evidence disappears. That is a spiritual teaching dressed up in astronomy, right? The biggest expansion of your life may be the moment that looks like nothing from the outside. Trust in the invisible work. That's hard to do. It's hard to set your intention and trust in the universe that it's going to do the work in the back end for you to fulfill your intention that you planted, right? And we know that we need to water our intention, feed it, put it in good soil. We need to take our own actions too, but our actions can be inspired and blessed by this type of astrological event. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that wonderful? So, The full moon is in Aquarius conjunct Pluto. So this is also going to be referred to as the illumination. What does this mean? Okay. So what the full moon is, right? Every full moon is the moment of maximum illumination in the lunar cycle, right? The sun makes, or the moon makes everything super bright, right? We know this. The sun and the moon are exactly opposite each other. The sun fully lights the moon's face. What was planted in the new moon 2 weeks ago, remember we did that 2 weeks ago, now comes to light. It's illuminated. The full moons are completions or revelations, even. The moment that you can finally see clearly. Okay. Okay. And then with Aquarius, what does that mean? So Aquarius rules community, collective vision, authenticity, and innovation. Aquarius is also the sign the North Node just moved into, the collective direction for the next 18 months. A full moon in Aquarius is illuminating your place in the community. Let's see, it's showing you who your people are, right? What you are here to contribute, okay? And what belongs to you. Okay, now the next part of that is that Pluto is sitting next to the moon, right? So Pluto is the planet of transformation, power, death, and rebirth. It has been in Aquarius since 2023. Wow. And it has been slowly dismantling old collective structures. Have you noticed that? That these major structures that the governments, corporations, big things that run the world have been slowly like collapsing a little bit, right? Just crumbling here and there. Okay. I think we've all noticed this a little bit at least, right? So tonight, Pluto is sitting directly beside the full moon conjunct it. This means the illumination tonight is not gentle, okay? It is Plutonian. It pulls back curtains, right? It reveals what's been hidden. It makes the invisible impossible to ignore. All right? It's illuminating. It's shining a light on things, on systems, governments, corporations, big things, even things that like religions are considered part of this Pluto ruled thing. It's any kind of infrastructure made to kind of control the people, and I'm sure most of us understand that that's what religion is, and so is government. You can see that in maybe even like having your corporate job, your corporation type, the overarching theme of what a corporation is would be ruled by Pluto. Okay, these are these structures that are now getting a bright, shining light on it. Okay, so things are being revealed to us, and we've seen that even with our American government is declassifying like files for people to be looking at and make your own choices about what all that means and everything, right? So we're getting a big reveal. And it's so funny because of this whole disclosure day and movie and all these things coming out, but this guy has been predicting this. And so we saw here that it's been in Aquarius since 2023, and we've noticed a lot of things being revealed during this last 3 years, right, between 2023 and now, right? So this this seems to make sense to me, the way I'm reading it and how we understand what the planets rule and everything in astrology. So, what Pluto reveals tonight, you can't unsee, right? Once you see something, you can't unsee that. All right. And that's okay. It's a gift. It's good to see the truth. That's a good thing. And clarity can feel uncomfortable, but it's clarity that changes everything. So once you figure that or see something that's a problem, it's hard to not start coming up with solutions to try and figure out how to remedy a situation. That's just our natural human tendency of curiosity and problem solving, right? So as we as people of this earth see the things being illuminated in our systems and infrastructures, that will make us as the people who live here think, okay, what can I do to help? Right? Like that should be what we're thinking, how can I make it better? What steps can I take? What gifts do I have that could help when things are collapsing? What can I do to help build people up and support my community? You know? So these are things that we can be thinking about as we watch things kind of collapse and be like, okay, so what can we do to make it better? Right? What can we do to make it better? So let's see. The full moon in Aquarius is shining a light on your community. Who really is in your corner? Who has been an investment and who has been an expense? What have you been doing out of obligation that you could release? Right? And what have you been waiting to claim that belongs to you? Tonight, the light is on. You can see clearly. Don't look away. This is important, right? So, this is also called the claiming moon. And I just love this name, the claiming moon, because it is exactly what the sky is asking of you tonight. Not to wish, not to hope, and definitely not to wait until you're ready. To claim. To say, this is mine, this life is mine, this voice is mine, this community is mine, this income stream that I am building for myself, yeah, that's mine too, right? The version of myself that I am becoming, she is also mine. And tonight, under the claiming moon and Jupiter in the heart of the sun, we are going to name it out loud. Right? So before we go any further, tell me this. Did you feel something today? A charge, a buzzing, some clarity? Something that maybe popped in your head without warning that means everything to you now? Maybe you had a release that happened out of nowhere. Tell me what today felt like for you in one sentence. And if you don't feel comfortable with all that, maybe just a word. But you know what? That's okay. I just want to know if you felt the energy today. I will tell you what, it has been a week. I know it is only Wednesday, but on Monday, the company I work for had layoffs. And several people that are my close friends no longer have a job, right? And today, a couple of them were invited back, and that's just like one of the most wonderful things I've heard today. And then another friend of mine got a job offer today, like totally separate deal, but like good things are happening. And it's so nice to recognize that for people, even when it's not happening to you. It's so important to genuinely celebrate other people's wins too, because we are in such an abundant universe. And with Jupiter in Cazimi, with tonight's buck full moon, we are in the most highly charged, abundant time of the year. This is wonderful. Olivia. Oh no, it's O Salvador. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure everybody, you are liking the live. Let's tap, tap, tap the screen and share that out. Let's let TikTok know that this is valuable. Please make sure you are tapping and liking the screen. And then we'll talk some more about what this all means. Oh my gosh, let's keep going. We got the claiming moon as a witnessed event tonight. Let's claim what is ours. Let's not let this pass us by, right? Oh my goodness. So if you are new here, welcome in. My name is Jill. I am coming to you live from Phoenix for your Phoenix Renewal Hour. We talk astrology, Buddhism, and yoga. We bring it all together. And tonight is the full moon, the buck moon, and the claiming moon. It is in Aquarius. We are doing all kinds of deep diving on what today's astrology means and how we can use it in our life today. How can we benefit from this message? So that's what we're talking about here. So make sure if you're in the room, you stay here because we've got some more stuff to talk about. So come on in, like, share, follow, all the things. I am live here every day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, bringing you today's astrology. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So let's get a little personal in Jill's life, huh? Because that's what the claiming moon is asking for. 3 years ago, I left a life that I felt didn't belong to me. It wasn't mine. 2 marriages not built on truth, not built on love, built on control, manipulation, right? Patterns that had been handed to me by people who were doing the best they could, but they didn't have the right tools. They weren't given the tools either. And so if they didn't have the tools, they couldn't give me the tools to know what a healthy relationship looks like. So I would repeat the pattern that my father had of going from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. My father abandoned us, right? And so what I learned from him was that love is unreliable. I hardly ever got to see him, right? And now I see him and he doesn't know who I am because he has Alzheimer's now, and there's no resolving these issues with him. But I took some time to heal and learn, and I've been practicing Buddhism and yoga for several years now, and I've been working tirelessly through my own self-help and growth, personal growth. And I wanted to build something for myself that is not dependent on Pluto structures, right? Something that I could hold on to. Because as we know, like what happened on Monday, sometimes a business could have to restructure and let people go. And that's how business works. That we all understand that. But for those employees who rely on that paycheck to come every 2 weeks or whenever it comes, right? And then all of a sudden it's gone. What do you do, right? So that's what I bring up here in these lives, because I want you to build something of your own. I want to help you figure out what that is and how to make it happen in real life, right? So that's what the claiming moon is all about. It's not really about a dramatic gesture as much as it's about a daily practice of showing up and building something that you're trying to grow. So that's what I'm doing. I come here every day encouraging you for your own personal growth. And it helps me with my personal growth at the same time. As I teach, I also learn. It solidifies the information for me too, so this helps me. And I want to build this community. It is so important to me that we see more and more women come into these lives and start thinking about things that they could be building to set up their own little safety net too, because you just never know what's gonna come up in life, right? Our systems could collapse, and then what? And then what? Thank you for liking the live. Hi, Oz. Yes, hello. Simple, hello. Welcome. All right. So this Wednesday night, this is me going live on the luckiest day of the year. And I want to claim what is mine and say what is mine. I want to claim a community of women who want to build each other up and just be so supportive. And I've got some tools that I'm even building for you and have built. If you go to my bio, if you are looking at my bio, there's a Linktree link, and I have written 2 books that are intended to help women going through transitionary periods, because like you, I am a woman in my mid 40s. I raised 2 boys. They're grown. They've gone to college. I've got one that still comes and goes here and is getting ready to graduate soon, right? And then that's it. He's gone, right? And so we mothers who were just devoted to our families and children have spent our entire lives just taking care of them, catering to their needs and what they want, right? And I also would cater to my husband's needs. Anything they needed or liked, then that became what I liked, right? I had no freaking personality of my own. Anyway, so when all this went down, I just felt extremely empty, like I didn't have anything of my own. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I had to start asking myself deep personal questions. And in doing that, I came up with the thought that, gosh, I can't possibly be the only one who goes through this transitionary time of life in your 40s and 50s as a woman. Like, you think you kind of got it all put together by then, but then you go, oh, shoot, maybe not. And so I have this linked in my link tree. It's called My Journey to Myself. It is 400 journal prompts, but broken down into 10 different sections so that it's easy. You don't have to do every single journal prompt. Some of them are even worded just a little bit differently because sometimes you need to read something in a different way. So take what you like and throw away the rest. So this helps you do your inner work, figure out what you like, what lights you up, what makes you go and flow, right? So now you figured it out. And so the second book linked in my link tree is called AI Side Hustles for Women Over 40. I spent a lot of time looking into a whole bunch of different careers you could build, businesses you could build for yourself that actually make money within weeks. Okay, so a lot of the tools and programs in here are low cost or free. So take a look. This is on Kindle right now. It's a great study guide, lots of ideas. So you figure out your inner work, figure yourself out, and then you start reading through this. You're going to get ideas, and you're going to start wanting to have your own business and build that safety net for yourself in case the systems that run the world don't work out for us and can't take care of us, that maybe we can take care of ourselves and maybe help out the people in the community as well with whatever kind of business we come up with, right? So I want you to think about that, especially during this time, because this is Jupiter moon, the way it is right now, is giving us that extra lucky push. It's giving us that expansion energy, that abundance energy. It's offering it up freely today. It's giving it away. Okay, so we want to claim it. Say, yes, please. I want my life to be abundant, right? This is what we want in our lives. We want peace. We want to feel good. We don't want to have to worry about all that other stuff. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So let's see. What else is happening? What have we not done yet today? Ooh, we haven't talked about how we're going to blend in our Buddhist teachings with the big old moon and Cazimi and everything. So we've got our concept we're going to discuss is Upadana. Upadana. This is a Pali word that is usually translated as clinging or attachment, but the literal meaning is more specific. It means fuel, fuel, the kind of fuel that keeps a fire burning. In Buddhist teaching, Upadana is the third link in the chain of dependent origination. Okay, so after after sensation comes craving. After craving comes upadana, the clinging that turns a craving into a way of life. And the thing to hold on to so tightly that it starts to hold you back. So clinging on to things. Okay, and here's what makes Upadana so relevant tonight. We do not just cling to the things that we love. We also cling to things that make us feel safe, right? A job we've maybe outgrown, a version of ourselves that no longer fits, a structure that we inherited rather than chose, right? But it feels more dangerous for us to release these things than to hold on to them because the unknown is scary, right? So Pluto sitting next to this full moon is not going to be subtle. Pluto rules the very things Upadana clings to most tightly: the systems, the power structures, the institutional arrangements that we have organized our whole lives around, right? We've organized our whole life around a job, maybe a relationship, children, an identity. It's a way of being or feeling safe, right? The full moon in Aquarius is illuminating exactly what you've been clinging to out of fear rather than choice. And the Buddhist teaching of Upadana says the clinging itself is what creates the suffering, not the loss of the thing. It's how you feel about it, your attitude about it, the clinging, the having this tight grip on these things that are impermanent. Nothing is permanent in this world, not a job, not a relationship. There is no permanence. And if you cling on to something that tight, That is what hurts so much when it gets taken away from you without your permission. So we have to prepare for that and not have the upadana where we cling and cling. We need to release. We need to be open to the release and know that it can happen, because we know that everything is impermanent, right? So when the layoffs happened at the company I work for this week, I watched people whose entire identity was their job find out that their job had a different opinion of what their identity is. That is what Upadana makes visible. That is Pluto doing what Pluto does. The claiming moon is going to be asking you tonight, what would you do if you released the cling? Not recklessly, not without a plan, but with the recognition that you are holding on to something out of fear and keeping you from claiming what is actually yours. You've heard the whole thing. Like, if you're holding something, how can you receive something? Your hand is closed. If you are clinging to something that doesn't really fit you in your life, let it go and leave your hand open so you can receive again for what does fit. And don't grip that either. Hold it loose, because it's impermanent. These things don't stay. It's here for a time, and then you grow out of it and it's time for the next thing. And it's a good thing. We want to grow. We don't want to get stuck. Being stuck doesn't feel good, right? All right. So, under the claiming moon, under Jupiter in the heart of the sun, I want to hear what you already released. Have you released anything? Did something come up for you today that you were like, no more, we're done with that pattern, we're done with that belief, whatever it was, we're done? Did that happen for you today? Did you get a release from something like that? Have you ever let go of something in your life that you felt was permanent, but then it turned out to be the best thing you ever did? That it changed your life for the better? Has that ever been your story? I'll tell you, I have burned my life in the fire 3 times and come out for the better every single time. It feels good to let go, especially when it's not serving your life. It is okay to burn it down sometimes, metaphorically, of course. Metaphorically, of course. So that's Upadana released, right? That's our phoenix. That's exactly what this community is about, and what we're building is burning away the old, rebirthing the new, being our new self, your next becoming, Jill's next becoming. That's what we're talking about. Being reborn, the phoenix reborn, right? And if you're just joining us, welcome in. Again, my name is Jill. This is the Phoenix Renewal Hour, where we talk about these things. We talk about life transitions, moving through these changes, the astrology of what's going on in the sky, and when it's telling us to go and when it's telling us to wait. And right now we're go time. It is go time right now. Today it is go time. Make no mistake. You've got an idea, you've got something you've been building, do it today. Today it is having Jupiter's enormous blessing. And we have to trust in the invisible. Trust that the blessing is happening, that the universe is behind us because we're saying it out in the universe. Don't be quiet about it. Say what you want. Speak it. You have to speak it, right? It makes a difference. Write it. Pen to paper, write it down. Cannot tell you how much I have manifested in my life simply by writing it down in the present tense, right? I am becoming a woman who, whatever that is for you, right? For me, I am becoming a woman who speaks her truth in loudest voice live publicly. That's who Jill is now. And this is what I believe in. And I'm here to bring you all with me if you want to go, right? So, what's the next part of our lesson? We're going to go into our yogic teaching. And this is a hard word for me to say, so please forgive me. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm doing my best. It's long and, it's Ishvara Pranidhana. It's the fifth and final niyama, the personal observances of yogic philosophy. It is usually translated as surrender to the divine or devotion to a higher power. Okay? But I want to offer you a different translation that it just lands a little bit differently and it goes with all that's going on today. So, this is a practice of doing your absolute best work, claiming your life, building your thing, showing up fully, okay? And then releasing the outcome to something larger than your ego. It is not passivity, it is the most active form of trust there is, right? Here is how I think about it, okay? So it is the yogic answer to the Upadana problem. The Upadana says, I am clinging because I am afraid, right? And then the Ishvara Pranidhana says, I have done my work, I did my part, I have claimed my life, and now I release the need to control how it unfolds. I have set my intention. I have told the universe out loud. I have written it down, and now trust. All right, that's what it is. Welcome in, welcome in. I see you all. Welcome in. Hi there. Make sure you're liking the live and sharing it out. Come on in. Let's let people in here. Let them know you're here and let them know I'm going live. Come on in. All right. So, claiming and surrendering are not opposites. They are partners. You claim what is yours, your voice, your work, your community, your income stream, right? And then surrender the timeline. You surrender the guarantee. You surrender the need to know exactly how it will go before you are willing to begin. That's hard. That's my hardest thing. I very much want to be in control. Very much want that. It is so hard. Hello, Lorvin, Mohammed. Hello. Make sure you guys are liking the live. Please like the live and let TikTok know that this is something that is important and valuable. I do not speak Spanish. I'm so sorry. Make sure you are liking this live, though. Please help me out. Give a girl a break. It costs you nothing. Give it a like. Thank you. Hi. Welcome in. All right. Surrendering to the results, not knowing how it's all going to play out. That's tough. That is tough. I am doing well. How are you, Moro? Jupiter at Cazimi is invisible tonight, right? Because of how it's structured with the sun, Jupiter, and then Earth. It just makes it completely invisible to Earth, right? That's what we're talking about. So Jupiter at Cazimi is invisible tonight, the luckiest day of the year, and Jupiter cannot be seen. The most powerful expansion is happening in the dark. In the dark. That is the Ishvara Parindanhana. Oh, forgive me. Do the work. Trust the invisible process. Release the need for proof before you proceed. Thank you for liking the live. Everybody, please like the live. I'm so glad that you're doing good, Moro. So glad. Thank you so much. Please keep tapping and liking the live. It helps me out so much. Thank you so much for liking the live. That makes me so happy. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see. So, for all the people in the room who will look back at tonight as a turning point, are not the ones who felt the most certain, right? So, as we look back on tonight and the buck moon and the intentions we set, and trusting that they are working out by the universe in the dark, right? We're going to see this later in the year. The harvest comes later in the year. You're not going to see all those results today. They do show up this year, though, which is nice, right? So we are the ones. We are the ones that are claiming that something is true, and then we're going to keep moving, even though we can't see it like we can't see Jupiter. We can't see it. Please add you. Add you. Make sure you add me too, buddy. Make sure you are liking, following, subscribing, hitting the bell, and sharing this out. It helps this channel grow. It helps this community grow. We're trying to grow our community to support each other, support the idea of entrepreneurship, doing the internal work to find what we can do that will bring value to other people in our communities. Let's make a little safety net with this, right? That's what we're talking about. We're not going to trust in all the systems to take care of us when shit hits the fan, right? We need to be able to care for ourselves and our community around us. That needs to be our focus, right? Okay. All right. So we're going to do a little claiming ceremony for our full moon. So let's put our hand on our heart and kind of feel our heart energy through our hand and deep into us. And just breathe into it. Take a little moment here to kind of breathe into your heart energy. And then think of something that you are claiming as yours tonight. Okay? Not a wish or a hope. I want you to claim something that is already yours, universally promised to you, right? Maybe something you've been building and holding out at arm's length. Maybe it's time to bring that in. Bring that in. Maybe it's your voice, your self-worth. Maybe you haven't been claiming how powerful you are, how loved you are, how great you are. Claim that right now. Hold it in your heart. Feel that energy, okay? This is your birthright, right? This is your birthright to build an income that belongs to you, build your place in this community, right? Name it in your mind, name it in the comments, whatever you want to do, but feel it in your heart. Feel this energy center here, okay? But if you put it in the comments, then you are claiming it out loud. You're claiming it into this community and in the claiming moon, right? And Jupiter and Cazimi is not just a thought. It's true, it's practical, it's tangible. It is a declaration. And declarations change things, don't they? Mm-hmm. Make a declaration to yourself, right? How'd that feel? Did you feel that energy in your heart? All right. So for our acorn question of the day, a question that I ask you only during our lives. I don't post it anywhere. I don't type it anywhere. Nobody else is going to see it. It just happens in the live. And an acorn question. So I want you to think about what your true, honest answer is, your second answer. Not the polite one that you would normally put down because, oh gosh, other people are reading it. But this community is a safe place where we are here to encourage each other. So here is your question of the day. Your acorn question of the day is, it is the claiming moon. Jupiter is in the heart of the sun. If tonight you could claim one thing, your voice, your worth, your financial independence, your real self, what would it be? What are you claiming tonight in this Cazimi moon, this buck moon, the claiming moon? It's a magical evening, right? Before we do close out tonight, I just want to come back to these books just one more time because I wouldn't be doing my job if I let the claiming moon pass us by without saying this for you, right? If you just claimed something in your heart during that little ceremony we did, you typed out your declaration, write it down, whatever you did. The next question is, what is the first step? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fluffy. We need it. Oh, what is the first step? What do you actually need to do tomorrow to make that intention, that claiming real? Okay. If what you claimed is about income, if you said, I claim my financial independence, I claim a business of my own, I claim something that does not depend on someone else keeping me, then I want to introduce you to AI Side Hustles for Women Over 40 as your next step, okay? It is a practical, it is a very specific guide. It is designed for women who do not consider themselves to be tech savvy like me. Okay? It shows you what to do, exactly how to begin. Okay? And if what you claimed was about your identity, your self-worth, all of those things, if you said, I claim myself, I claim my voice, I claim the woman that I am becoming, my journey to myself is for you. There are 10 sections in this book. This is a journal prompt book. It is 400 questions are in here for you to think about yourself and self-development. And then the next step, this is your inner work, this is your outer work, is making a business for yourself, right? So we want to be able to claim these things for ourselves, but we need to know what the next step is. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm making tools for you. I've got another book cooking right now, 2027 Almanac I'm making for you all. And then I am also making an app for you to be able to have your pure natal chart all for yourself. I can interpret it for you and then also send you your daily astrology based on your natal chart mixed in with daily Buddhist and yogic wisdom so that you know what to do with your personal astrology, right? It's not just about tell me all the energy, but what do you do with it, right? What do you do with it? So I'm making these things because I love you all so much and I want to be sure to produce something for you that can help you in your life. That is truly my whole thing. That's what makes me tick. That's what makes me happy, is knowing that I can come up with tools and support for you and help you grow in your own life, right? So this is not an ordinary sky. You showed up on the most powerful lunation of the year and you claimed something. You witnessed each other and you did the actual work that most people will scroll past. The claiming moon is exact. Jupiter is burning in the heart of the sun. And you were here for it. I love that. That's wonderful. Don't let that full moon energy just fizzle out in you. Do something about it. Take some time tonight and really consider all the things that you can do with tonight's full moon energy. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how abundant the sky is right now. Claim your peace. It is your birthright. It is your birthright. All right, everybody. I think we did it all. I think we talked about all of the things. We got through all of the information. Come back tomorrow. There's more sky tomorrow. What do you know? It comes back every day. So do I. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will see you tomorrow for your Phoenix Renewal Hour. I am Jill, and I love you. Have a good night.